Good morning, children. Welcome back. Yesterday we were discussing about temperature and all, isn't it? So first and foremost thing is we'll once revise what we have discussed yesterday. We revised about the energy emitted from the sun, which is called as solar radiation, and also we mentioned a word called insolation. What is insolation? Radiation is energy which is emitted out. Solar radiation, solar word we are using for sun. So solar radiation means the heat evolved from the sun or emitted from the sun is called solar radiation, and the amount of heat or the fraction, I told you total heat is not absorbed by the earth, so we are receiving only a fraction of heat of the sun, and that fraction of heat received by the earth is called insolation. Okay, now today we are going to deal with temperature. What is temperature? How do we, yesterday I told you to observe, isn't it? 98.4 degrees Fahrenheit is a normal body temperature. Okay, so today children, please keenly observe with interest, listen to me and look at the pages what I am going to keep, because every page has an activity, children. Every page is having an activity and you will enjoy doing this. I told you earlier also. So today first we'll discuss what is temperature, what is the effect of temperature, how does temperature change. And I told you from the mean sea level, as you are going higher above, it is called as altitude, and this altitude, as you are going higher above, as the altitude increases, temperature decreases. Okay, even into the earth's crust, as you are going deep into the earth's crust, temperature increases. It will be very hot. And at the same time today we will be discussing about heat zones. Where do we have heat zones and all? So I have just drawn roughly a diagram, children. See here, yesterday I told you also that, see, supposing this is the sun, and observe at the center we have the equator, so the sun's rays will fall directly on the equator. So near the equator it is very hot. Yes or no? Because it is the sun's rays are falling directly, and the distance between the near the center of the earth and the sun is less. See the distance also? Yes, and at the same time these are the poles, children, North Pole and South Pole. So see the distance. So the distance is long. Yes or no? The distance is more, and as the distance is more, the severity of the sun's heat will be reduced. That is why near the poles it will be very cool. And once again, recollect your latitudes and longitudes, children. See, look at here. This is the equator, 0 degree longitude. This is Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn. You have Antarctic Circle and Arctic Circle. Yes, these are the important latitudes, and based on these we have the heat zones. Heat zones are, see, in the middle, that is above and below. Here I am not drawing the latitudes, children. I wanted you to notice the heat zones. Okay, so here, but here if you observe, take this place, this is between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. So between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn you have torrid zone, which is very hot. Is it clear? And at the same time you have Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle. Between Tropic of Capricorn and Antarctic Circle you have South Temperate Zone, because Temperate Zone is lying in the Northern Hemisphere and Southern Hemisphere. You all know that. So this is North Temperate Zone, and see, I will write like this, and this is South Temperate Zone. Understood? So North Temperate Zone is between Arctic Circle and Tropic of Cancer, and at the same time South Temperate Zone is between Antarctic Circle and Tropic of Capricorn. And then Frigid Zone, that is the polar region. Frigid Zone is between Antarctic Circle and South Pole in the south, and Arctic Circle and North Pole in the Northern Hemisphere. Is it clear? So these three are the zones, and here it will be very hot because the sun's rays will fall directly on the equator. So this is called as tropics. This place is called as tropics. Between the tropics it will be very hot. Clear? Because this word, why I am telling specifically, means even further in your lessons we will be using this word called tropics, because you will be having about forest areas and all. So tropical forest will be there. Tropical forest means which lies in this area. Understood? So what will happen? Here you have thick forests, and as you are going towards the poles, the thickness of the forest will be reduced. They will become grasslands, because you have temperate grasslands and tropical grasslands. Is it clear? So here I have given you the latitudes, and here I have not mentioned the latitudes, but I have mentioned only heat zones for you to understand. Okay, this is how it happens, children. The sun's rays will fall slantly, and so what will happen? The sun's heat will be reduced little. Okay, then you know greenhouse, children. Have you ever heard? Not painted with green. A greenhouse means in cold countries, what will happen? They will not have proper sunlight, as in the poles near here towards the poles near the frigid zones. What will happen is sun's rays will fall slantly, and at times what happens is for 6 months they will have light only, and 6 months they will have darkness. Darkness means not totally darkness, light means not totally light. It's like twilight, like what you say వెళ్తురంటాం చూడండి. Before the sun sets and it becomes dark, we have some sort of light. So that is like that it will be. And so here what happens, the plants will not have enough of sunlight to grow, so they will use greenhouse. Glass houses పెట్టుకుంటారు, where the sun's heat penetrates through the glass and helps the crops to grow. Understood? That is artificial farming and all, children. Okay, now that is like, see, an artificial environment is created for the plants to grow. That is greenhouse. Okay, and next we have about angle of incidence. I told you the temperature depends upon the angle of incidence. Angle of incidence means the slant part, because near the poles, as you are going towards the poles, the sun's rays will be going in a slant manner. Okay, and now when one more thing is, when the sun's heat, I told you this in the last class also, like when the sun's when we see the sun directly, we are not able to see, but still we feel the sun is there and all the sun's heat we are only getting. But as you see the planets and all, the earth's position is in the third place, and the distance from the sun also will be taken into consideration. So what will happen? Through the clouds it has to pass, through the atmosphere, so many layers of atmosphere will be there. From that it has to pass, and even the clouds also will stop the sun's rays from reaching the ground. Example, one sunny day and a rainy cloudy day, you can see on when there are a lot of clouds and all, we don't have sunlight at all. Light will be there, sun's heat we cannot feel. Yes, that only on a sunny day, what bright sun will be there when there is no clouds to obstruct the sunlight. Okay, so like this it happens. And this nowadays what is happening, we are talking about global warming. You have written contemporary issues and also regarding and all regarding global warming. What is global warming? Global warming means earth is heating up. Why is it heating up? Because of lot of human activities, which earlier we didn't have this much of temperature, children. Nowadays we are having lot of temperature because of our activities only. We are cutting down forests, and what is happening, we are cutting down trees, we are clearing the forest areas, and we are going on building houses or factories and all. So what is happening due to this? You all know very well, plants take in carbon dioxide and release oxygen, which is very, very important for human beings to live. Yes or no? So that is one. And moreover, when we are using lot of vehicles, using petrol, diesel and all, the burning of petrol and diesel emits carbon dioxide, which is there in the atmosphere. So the percentage of carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere. Okay, so that is causing global warming. Now when we come towards the textbook, children, I will give the pages for you, and we will start with the temperature. And this temperature, you all know freezing point and boiling point. I think you must have learnt in your physics also. Yes, or you all know in science you must have learned the freezing point is how much, children? 0 degree, and boiling point is 100 degrees.